Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What's up, everybody? You know what time it is. It is time for Big Game Sports Buzz right here on Big Game Sports and Entertainment Network. I am Jay Stoggs, the Buff Nerd. Of course, I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why this show is what it is. Big Game James. What up, dude?
Yo, what's up, man?
I'm good, man. You know, hey, this is where sports and entertainment collide. This is where the pro athlete and the fanatic get together and talk about sports. And man, I'm telling you, I'm so excited and ecstatic. That's the word I'm using, ecstatic, that football is back. Life is back. Sports are back. Bump what you heard about all other stuff, man. Football makes life better. Okay? It does.
Facts.
It makes life better.
As the kids like to say, facts.
Big facts. Big facts, man. But how you feeling, man? How you feeling?
You know, my Buccaneers are coming off of a week 1 W, so happy about that. But before we get rolling on the serious side, man, my condolences go out to Mike Williams and his family.
Absolutely.
35-year-old former wide receiver, 4th round pick of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, died after being taken off life support today. A tragic construction accident. He was working on doing some electrical work and had an accident, man, and went into coma life support. Was taken off today, man. So that's a big loss to all my friends and family in the Tampa Bay area, man. We never want to lose, a brother, and let alone someone this young, this way. So my hearts go out to Mike Williams and his family.
For sure, man. Yeah, I knew you were going to shout that out, and that just humanity, man, just all life. I know he has an 8-year-old daughter, and they talked about that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And so, you're right, man. For him to be so young, to go out. So yeah, all prayers to that family. Condolences to the Bucks and Bills,
Right,
Nation and Mafia, 2 teams he played for, man. So for sure. Look, like we said, man, football's back. It's back. And before we get into that, make sure that you like, subscribe, share this good stuff. The good stuff that we're giving. This is great content. Go back, take a look at what we've done. Stay with us, stick with us. Make sure that you chat with us. We love to hear from you, chat with you while we're here and also while we go off the cast, because you know what? I love to hear all the Cowboys haters. It fuels me. It fuels me. There's so many. And I love to hear it, man. Make sure that you check out the other cast that we have going on. 2 Birds, 1 Show tomorrow at 9 Central, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sounds about right. Yeah. Man Cave on Monday. Something like that. Hey, man, I've been messed up since last week. I'm trying to get it together. Man Cave with A Reed, you know what I'm saying? He's putting it down. He's putting some good stuff out there. Of course, Cowboys cutting up on Tuesdays and Blerditude whenever we can catch it. So,
What's
I knew you were gonna say
Blerditude?
something. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say something. Let's get into it, man. Let's get to this thing. 4th downs, headlines. Let's do it. Hottest topics in sports, and you know what? We're gonna kind of flip the script here because I'm gonna say, hey, Big Game, why don't you go ahead and lead us off with that first down? And because you came with me with some really good ones. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna steal nobody's thunder, man. Hey,
Oh
get
man,
this
it ain't
thing
even
rolling.
like that. It's all good,
Fun,
dude. This
brother.
weekend, college football, and I'll say this: I had to work and was a little busy, dog. But when I got a chance to sit down and check out some of those afternoon games, bruh. Let me
Bro.
say this first and foremost: I'm an NFL fan. I love the NFL.
Sure.
I love college football. Like,
Yeah.
the game was just we've talked about how the game was changing. But the
Yes.
traditional game of college football, those guys trying to play to get to the next level, there's just something
Right.
about it. And dog, if you didn't have a chance to check out the University of Texas and the University of Alabama football game on Saturday, you
Man.
missed the barn burner. It was a good one. And there was some more good games out there, but that's the one that just really stood out to me. And first and foremost, man, to all those Texas Longhorn fans that I think I may have said a couple times, y'all didn't stand a chance. I will humbly say right now, I stand corrected.
Uh-oh.
I stand
Yeah.
corrected. I was wrong. And Quinn Ewers, you cut the mullet off and you got your ass down to business, came out and played some serious football and put the world on notice. Good Jay Stocks. Did you know that Ewers was like the number 5 ranked quarterback going into the 2024 NFL draft? And I said to that, I said almost, oh, hell no. Nah.
Yes.
There ain't no way. Y'all tripping.
Hey, man.
But when I watched him play against Bama, I watched him play against Bama in that defense.
Yeah.
I said, uh-oh.
Yeah.
We might have a story brewing here. This kid might be better than I gave him credit for.
Absolutely. The issue was last year, which was supposed to be, his coming out year, breakout year. He gets hurt in that Bama game, right?
Yeah.
And
Collarbone, yeah.
Yeah, and collarbone. And so, he cut the mullet, right? He found religion.
Oh.
And now it's like, yo, he's focused. If you heard the post-game interview on the field, you listen to this kid, he's like, look, all grace is to God, this, that, and the other, but he was focused. He wants to prove people. And I think a lot of this has to do with Manning being there, Arch Manning being there.
You think it's propelled his play to prove that he is the man?
Oh, absolutely.
Jay Stocks, I don't think Quinn Ewers, I don't think Quinn, my bad. I don't think Ewers was actually ever threatened. I don't think his job was on the line when they signed Arch Manning. And I might be wrong. I don't think so though.
They signed Arch Manning, and Arch Manning, you know how it typically goes. You forego the spring semester of your senior year, right? You graduate early, all that, so you can go ahead and get into spring ball for your college career and go ahead and start and begin that, right? That's what he did. So they already said, okay, well, we got Arch Manning in here. You know what I'm saying? We know the pedigree. It's another kid that they have here. So they pushed him. And Quinn Ewers has answered the bell. He has answered the call. He has answered the bell. They have a tight end, man, from last. I mean, look, Texas has shown, and they've always had good running backs. The defense showed up when it needed to. And yeah, this is such a great story for Texas and Texas fans moving into the SEC, because here's the thing. When they announced, when Texas and OU announced they're leaving the Big 12 and going to the SEC, everyone's like, oh, they about to get the brakes. I mean, they about to get the brakes beat off of them, man. There's no way they can handle SEC. There's no way they can be in the SEC.
This guy here, guilty as charged. I laughed at the idea of, I ain't gonna say Oklahoma, but I definitely said Texas to the SEC. they're going to become the doormat. And then for them to beat Bama, if they can build on that and continue to ride that wave, it's only going to help improve recruiting to get those type SEC type players in Texas. The facilities are already phenomenal. They have great facilities and everything else to recruit. So now if they can get those players to take in the battle in the SEC, and Sarkisian is maybe showing that he's got everything right. He's on the right page. That old Sarkisian is out the door and he's turned over a new leaf.
Yeah.
Hey, Longhorn fans, I'll be like I said, I'm never too big of a person to be like, man, fuck that. I ain't apologizing. I was wrong. My bad. Something to build on.
This is definitely something to build on. You start looking at that in in OU and their wins, but this Texas Bama game, definitely game of the week. That's the game that you start saying, okay, we see what's happening now within college football in SEC, Big 12, Big 10. Like it's just it's fun to watch because now you can't wait for Saturdays. Like you can't wait for Saturdays. You can't wait to see the matchups. FSU and LSU, right? And Miami with that big stunner in A&M. Now listen, A&M is to me is kind of that SEC doormat that they started out, right? But Jimbo has not been able to find the key or whatever you want to call it, the recipe to really unlock the SEC.
It's the recipe to success because Jay, look at it. Over the past 2 years, Texas A&M has had a top 5 recruiting class.
Yeah.
But yet the results aren't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have this great recruiting class, the best that NIL money can buy, not booster
there you
money.
go.
You got to classify it right?
Right.
But you're not seeing the results. So is the pressure on Jimbo this year?
I think the pressure has to be. I know he signed this long-term contract and with all this money, but here's the thing: you got to produce. And so, if you have Texas beating Alabama, who's coming into the SEC, you got OU who's winning, who's coming into the SEC. Bama is having some look. Bama's not Bama anymore. You can say what you want to, but Bama's not Bama anymore.
Hold on, man. Where my break?
No, sorry, sir. There were a 2-loss team last season, and really should have been 3. Texas should have beat them last year, or had a good chance. I'll say had good chance, good opportunity to beat them last year. Right? Bryce Young bailed them out, but they should have been a 3-loss team last season.
They've already Texas had them beat. That was a horrible roughing the passer call. Give you that.
Yes.
We're gonna pump the brakes. This Bama is a quarterback away. They have a pure athlete back there playing quarterback. Milroe is not a traditional pocket passer. He can run the ball. He has the deep ball, but balls with touch. Texas defense showed that they got interceptions when they needed. They might have to go to the true freshman that they don't want to replay right now. But supposedly he is a better passer. And if they're going to win that conference and contend with Georgia, they're probably going to mix up the quarter. But don't Bama's not falling off, dog. Let's not get the whole story twisted, bro.
I know. I'm not saying that Bama's falling off. What I am saying though is Bama's not Bama though. I don't expect.
I would love for Bama not to be Bama. I don't like Alabama,
but I don't think. Do you think they're making the playoffs this season? Exactly. I don't see.
Let me see some more SEC play because the committee always tries to put 2 from the SEC in the damn playoffs.
That's true. But here's and we're going to get into this in the next down. But here's the thing: you look at Ohio State, you look at Michigan, you look at Miami, you look at Florida State. And yes, you look at LSU, who FSU beat. I mean, there's going to be stiff competition. You can't just rule out, and say, well, SEC got 2.
And they may not.
You can't.
They may
and
not.
I haven't even mentioned USC.
It depends on Michigan. If Michigan stays true this year, maybe not. Georgia,
I didn't even mention
Dude.
USC.
I was about to say, let's not sleep right now. It's early. It's early. 2 weeks
It's
in,
early.
3 weeks in.
It's early.
Football's looked okay.
Pac-12 football has looked really well. Like they fighting for their life.
Well, this is the last year they're gonna have to celebrate anything.
Yes,
You know, the
absolutely.
Pac-12 going bye-bye. But right now,
I don't think the
they
Pac-12
play
goes
good
bye-bye.
football.
It'll merge with Mountain West, and Mountain West will go away. They'll be called Pac-12.
Well, yeah, that's what they want to do. They're trying to get the Mountain West teams to come over to join Oklahoma. Good Lord, James. Washington State, and Oregon State to become the new Pac-12. But
which
whatever.
makes sense.
It does.
It makes sense.
Now, they got all the pool money from all the TV contracts last year. And when those teams leave, they don't get to take any of that money. So the Pac-12 has a lot of funds to be able to pay the Mountain West to kind of merge with.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother down within itself.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of other downs and staying in college, let's go ahead and get to the second down, man. And I
Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. Hey, the title of the show. I think it's a typo on there. I just saw that. I will fix it. Anyway.
All good.
How long can Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes remain in the top 25? Now, Jay, we know going into the season, certain writers and reporters, experts said that this was the worst roster in college football, that they did not stand a chance. And lo and behold,
man,
they're 2-0.
That's what they
unless
are.
Unless a miracle happens, they should beat Colorado State.
Now,
Jay Norville will have Colorado State Rams ready to play, and it's a rivalry game. But Deion's on a whole nother new mission, bro.
Man.
Do you know what the nickname in Boulder, Colorado is right now?
No. What is it?
The Rocky Mountain, Hollywood of the Rocky Mountains or whatever. They're calling this like Little Hollywood for like where it is. They got stars and celebrities lined up on the sideline.
Yes.
They hit the tickets were ranging anywhere from $1,000 to $400.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Listen, when you have Wu-Tang Clan coming to Boulder, the Wu-Tang, not just one, not two.
The whole clan?
Everybody.
The Rizzler, the Jizzler, You God, Ghostface Killer, Method Man, Raekwon.
Respect that.
Ooh-wee.
Like they're there. The Wu-Tang
Cameron in attendance.
Bro.
This is what I say, Jay. And I bring this up because I want Colorado to do well. I want them to have success. But to go from being where people are saying they had the second to worst, they compared this team to UMass. And Tom Luganbill, you get paid a lot of money to be a so-called expert, and you showed your ass and expressed a lot of hate. A lot of hate. But we're going to let that go. Because
a lot of people
that's what people do when they are afraid of fire the cannons. Hey, Grandizer, let Jay Stocks know. Fire them cannons, baby. Hell yeah.
Hey, man. Okay.
Hey, anyway,
you gotta win.
But lo and behold, Coach Prime knows what he's doing. He did it his way. And a lot of people don't want to see him succeed doing it like that.
That part. So here's the thing, man. 2-0, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're now ranked 18th. Before the season started, they were unranked. Beat TCU 22. They beat Nebraska handily. They beat them. They figured them out, beat them. They're 18. Here's the thing. They got Colorado State. They're going to beat the brakes off of them. And then they go to Oregon, right? Who's ranked 13. This is what I say, man. And this is what I said before in the first down is you start looking at Colorado seriously now. You cannot take them as a joke. You don't take them as a fluke. Coach Prime has been doing this for a while.
Right.
Okay. He's been doing it for a while. Hey, look at that. Coach Canada better than Coach. He's greater than Coach Prime. Yeah, no, let's go.
Hey, man. Love Coach Prime. No, what's up? Hey, but this is the question, Jay.
What's up?
They're ranked. They're going to do well, no doubt.
Yeah.
Did they throw that ranking out there too fast? If you Deion in Colorado, Deion's gonna still coach his kids the same.
Yeah.
Hey, we coming, we getting comfortable. They better watch out because we gonna win. That's Deion. But my whole thing is, do you want a little less attention so you can just keep chopping that axe, grinding it out every single week, and then all of a sudden be like, bam, go into that USC game like, I told y'all.
Here's what's crazy right now. I have been searching, and I mean actively searching for Coach Prime content. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Mm-hmm. All of his interviews, all of his post and pre-conference interviews, when he's doing his weekly interview with media, I'm watching that on YouTube. I'm searching for it on the internet. Okay. I don't do that for anyone else. No one else. No one. No, I don't do it for McCarthy. Well, I kind of, but not really. I mean, I don't do that for anyone. That's what Deion does, right? You can call it arrogance. You can call it confidence. You can call it whatever. It's Coach Prime. It is what he is. What I love about what I've continued to hear from him is we're here to play the game. The rankings, they don't matter. What other people say, that don't matter to us. Yes, I want my guys to, feel good about themselves and see what the limelight is like. I want them to get used to that because that means you're successful. Don't shy away from it. Don't say, you 18, great, but what's the next step? I want to see the hunger, the passion. Look, they got some of the best players in the nation on that team in different positions. They have them. From the transfer portal, from Alabama, from FSU, from Cal, from all the other places that you're a second teamer or whatever, but have talent. Hey, come on. Come on.
Hey, and Travis Etienne, running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars, came out and said, hey, my little brother might need to go mess with Coach Prime in Colorado and leave the University of Florida. He coming out publicly saying that. Now, he's not his little brother. I don't know if he's speaking for him, but when you have people saying that to that magnitude,
bro,
it's going to piss a lot of people off, but
it already has.
It's going to be a lot more people jump ship and move over to Colorado. But big shout out to Coach Prime, the Colorado Buffaloes, what they're doing. I wish them nothing but the best, and I hope they have a lot of success. And
they will.
You're going to have a lot of naysayers. You're going to have a lot of haters from, writers, coaches. It's just like Shador said, I don't respect Matt Rule. He talked crazy about us, tried to stand in the middle of our field, and then yet, act like things are fine and dandy. And it's, you can't say things one way and have it another way all said and done. So.
Exactly. Wait. What is Grandizer saying here? Really, like, wow, I watch all my Dolphins press conferences. That's why I wonder how these content creators have the time to read and watch Bishop Fitz to give others the news. Hey, man, look. I watch Cowboys press conferences. It's hard to watch it sometimes, okay? But I do watch it. You know what I'm saying? I do watch.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I pull up things and try to find it sometimes, but my schedule and my day sometimes it's quick on the fly, and I want to hear a soundbite. So I do appreciate a lot of the Buccaneers content creators because I can go check out some stuff that I need to see, get the gist of it, and be able to keep my day moving. But
for sure.
No, look, because but you're right though, because Coach Prime, dog. So after this past game, Aaron Andrews came up to Boulder to interview him this week. Did you see what he had on? The overalls and the cowboy hat.
Dude,
he's just full-fledged. He's full-fledged in character, but at the same time, Deion was always like that. Even when he was doing his own stuff, whether it be the suit or whatever it is. Prime is Prime, and he's always gonna get into character. And when I say that, it's not a fake person, but that's who Prime is. So he's getting into his character of himself to represent himself the way he wants to, bro. And I can't be mad at that at all.
I mean, this is the same thing that Magic Johnson talked about and Larry Bird talked about. There's Irvin and then there's Magic. And so to me, this is you got Deion and you got Prime. And so he's going to give you Prime because that's what you want. You paid for Prime. And I think, and again, I've never played on a professional stage, but I would think you have to have a persona that you put out in front, and then you have a persona for your family, right?
It depends on who you are, I think, because not everyone can put on that persona. Everyone's not cut from the cloth of having a whole nother side. But at the same time, you go back to Deion Sanders, Florida State, the gold chains, how he gave himself the name Prime Time. It started a long time ago for him. And I think he had to just keep selling. But man, put that back up. I didn't see that. What is that?
He said gold. Gold. But I would ask you this then, as you played, there I would think that there was a professional James Canida and then there's a home James Canida. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you have big game. Hey,
right.
On the field, you big game. You know one else, but big game.
You know what my mom told me?
What's up?
My mom told me that I believe it was two sides, but it was a darker side.
Mm-hmm.
It was a darker side. And I think with every professional athlete, whatever it is within you to get you to perform to the best, to do your best, and to be able to have that edge to want to go out. And in a game of football, I played a violent position in a violent game. I wanted to go out and I had to try to compete to dominate and hurt me. Not hurt, but it's a combat sport, so to speak, right? So my mom would say always, she's like, I see a part of you that I've never seen before when you're on the football field. And she was like, it's amazing to me because I know you and you're not that person that I see you be on the football field as far as like being fired up, loud. Well, I'm always loud. My wife would always say I'm always loud. Somewhat, very aggressive, somewhat violent, but just always like hit another switch. But like I said, I think there's a lot of what was going on in my life in my childhood that I was able to bring out on the football field that if I go act like that in the classroom or in a business setting, I'm going to go to jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't do that. So I think it allows different people to do different things. For some people, it's that put on persona, like bright lights, big city. I'm about to stunt. I'm about to shine. I'm about to put my glasses on. I'm going to smile. I'm going to be that star I've always wanted to be. So I think it's a different thing for everybody, but there is something that you have on the field that is going to be different when you walk in the door, but you have to be able to separate it. You have to be able to separate it to be able to have somewhat of a normal life. And that's what we know as athletes, we try to tell fans that at some point in time, when you see this person out in public with his family, you're like, oh man, he didn't talk to me. He didn't want to interact with me like he does on TV. Well, on TV, he giving you that persona sometimes. And now that you see him in a real life setting, you try to spend that time with his family because that might be the only couple hours they have during that week to do something together before, he got to go to work and put it down.
Yeah. Last thing, and we got to move on to that third down, but one of the things that I think a lot of people have not known that they're putting out right now is, Deion is patient, and they're like, oh well, he's arrogant, but he's been patient. He's and he needs humility. Granddads are putting out there, always respect the peeps' time. It's the most valuable thing we have. Very, very true. Most just want to shuck and jive. Quit the jibber jabber. I work 2 jobs, graveyard. Hey, don't got time for jive. I hear that, man. That's real talk. But I think the other part of it, again, with Deion, with Coach Prime, is that he is a person that is, I think, introspective. I know that he's patient because he's done this for a very long time.
Yeah.
He's worked.
Prime's approachable too, y'all. I mean,
just don't come with the jibber jabber though. I'm taking that Granddads. Don't come with
Granddads. We need to put that on a t-shirt.
Man, don't come with the jibber jabber.
I'm gonna put pay Mike, gone with that jibber jabber. That's for the Buccaneers front office.
That one in hey, don't be playing no booty games. All right, third down.
Oh shoot. Third down. Hey man, well, hey, a lot of this J Dogs. I know we're gonna talk about it again a little later on when we get into
Yes,
between the
sir.
lines. But the NFL preseason, we've talked about it before, and it's gonna be a quick down. Week 1 of the NFL was not the prettiest of football to be played.
Right.
Do you think cutting the preseason down to 3 games and the teams that decided to rush their starters their entire camp, that it killed their opening week performance?
Yeah. And I've been on here, now this is our third season together, something like that, where I've stated, the first 3 games, I don't judge a team until after the first 3 games,
Yep,
realistically.
you've always said that. I will definitely have to say you if anyone hears you say that later, he's not making it up. He's always said that.
I've always said, because of the way they've done preseason and the way they've cut it down now and practices and things of that nature, your starters don't really get football ready until after the 3rd game. That's their preseason. I wish they wouldn't have divisional games in the first 3 games because they're so important.
What? Is someone jumping on the big games right now?
Yeah, I am, man. Look,
Okay.
look, my boys dismantled the Giants. That's great. I wish it was a better game, to be honest with you. I really do. I love the dismantling, but I don't, because when you look at the Cleveland-Cincinnati game, that should have been a better game than it was. Yeah, I know. It should have been a better game.
Yes. The NFL, we've spoken on that
Divisional
before.
game.
The NFL is wrong for divisional games in week 1. But this is my thing. And like I said, I don't want to beat a dead horse. But if you gonna demand this money, right? But then we got to protect the investment. And then guys still getting hurt and walkthroughs. Guys, you got to be able to put a better product on the field week 1. There's smart ways to get the group work that you need in these preseason games without killing people. It's been done all the time.
Chris, just like what I said. If 99% of these content creators had to watch their own content, they would tune out after 5 minutes. These are facts. These are facts. They go do something else. So why do people feel entitled to waste other fans' time? Because there's nothing else. There's nothing else. The writers are on strike. The actors are on strike. There's nothing out there. So, but look, when it comes to this preseason thing, you cut it down to 3. You don't have your starters start. What do you expect on week 1? What do you expect? They're going to look like trash. They're going to look crappy. There was maybe 2 or 3 games that were like, oh, these are good games. These are good games. And unless you have an ability to watch every single game, you're going to miss them.
Yep.
You're going to miss them. So, yeah, man, again, you know what I say. First three games of the week, season. Then let's go.
It's like preseason part 2, which is come on, give me a break.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's keep this thing moving and get on to our 4th down.
Yes,
4th
sir.
down. I just saw this. We talk about this a lot. And guys, we know it's football season. Trust me, we get into football. But this came up, and I had to bring it up to Jay. The NBA, they're going to experiment a tougher rest rule. So they have a player participation policy because of all the NBA teams that tried to come up with the load management, rest players at certain times, and different fans have been suffering by buying these tickets to want to see these star players, and they're not playing in certain situations and circumstances. Jay, do you like this rule or not?
Absolutely, I love it. Look, they've actually resurrected this rule. This was a rule that the NBA is kind of weird. They have a lot of rules that they don't really enforce, or they're kind of, lenient. Like, we really no, absolutely, because here's the thing: there's a lot of factors that go into this. Not only the fans. Yeah, the fans are cool. Whatever. It's betting. Betting has affected this because now how can I put the line out and I don't know who's playing? Is Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown not playing?
Hey, dog, I never
put
even thought about that part of it. God damn, for real, dude. That's crazy. That is crazy. Little buff nerd nugget right there.
Yeah, the fans and you know what? Look, the players have come out and the Players Association and NBA, they're all together. They're all in for the fans. That's awesome. But betting, that's great.
Yeah, that's a whole nother stream of revenue right there, bro.
Man, that's betting. It's betting. And it's TV money, right? It comes down to betting and TV money. Because here's the thing. The NBA is about to go into a new TV deal very soon. And the TV networks are saying, listen, if you don't have players, the star players, to watch these games that people want to watch, nah, we're going to reduce it. We say read a book, clean out the garage, always something to do around the house apartment. Exactly. They'll find something else if Kyrie and if Luka are not playing. Why am I tuning into a Mavericks game? If Jokic is not playing, why am I tuning in? Murray's not playing. Why am I tuning in? I'm not tuning in. Right? So they had to do something. 65 games out of an 82 game season. Okay, cool. Like, that's good. That's good. But, no back-to-backs. And I mean, I'll get it, but I just want to see it enforced.
Hey,
I want to see it enforced.
You know what all that load management in the NBA makes me say?
What does it make you say, bro?
Oh, hell no. 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 Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
That's right. This is the portion of the podcast where we look at things that are happening throughout the week, and whenever it catches our eye, that makes us say, "Oh hell no!" We got some really good ones because people are being real stupid right now. So big game. You want to lead off with your? We're going to be here for a minute, people.
Yeah, yours is going to take a while, so I'll go with mine. So this past weekend, the Los Angeles Rams took on the Seattle Seahawks in SoFi Stadium.
Yes.
And they're promoting LA. It's LA. It's sunny side, west side, LA, Hollywood. They got strikes and stuff going on. So to help promote an upcoming movie, they placed AI robots throughout SoFi Stadium. I don't know if you've seen these. They had on jerseys. They look human in the face, and they have like these little silver things on their head. And I'll get to that. Denzel Washington's son is the lead actor in the movie that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
But they place these robots all over the stadium to help promote this sci-fi. I'm saying, oh hell no, because all it's gonna do later on, it's gonna be that one team that don't sell out, that don't want that empty look. They're gonna start having AI things in the crowd in football games, and the AI craze has got to stop. Like I love ChatGPT, it's awesome, but the whole AI thing has got to stop somewhere, Jay.
Wow.
If you want to promote a movie, put a poster up. Don't put no damn mannequin. You ain't seen it?
I've not, bro. I'm gonna have to take a look. I'm a sci-fi. I'm gonna go see the movie.
Video. I was trying to make how I used to like do the picture to pull up while we talk, and I didn't have a chance to do it today because work. I was crazy. But no,
understand.
You walk, but you see a person like this, and it's like every 5 seats they get this. They smiling, but they ain't moving. They just watching the game, bro. They are just watching the game. I was like, Oh hell no, dog.
Oh my gosh.
They
You stupid,
doing
man.
too much right now. Matter of fact, keep talking. I'm about to pull it up real quick while we.
No, I'm looking up as well. And the actor's name is John David Washington.
Okay, sorry about
Denzel's,
that, John David Washington. I did not mean to call you Denzel's son.
I mean, yeah, and the name of the movie is called The Creator. I'm looking forward to actually watching this movie. It looks good. It actually really looks good.
It does look good, but I don't want creator type characters sitting next to me at the football game, bro.
I mean, we kind of saw this during COVID though, where we had just, they had the
At
wood or
least it
whatever.
was screens though, Jay. At least they did the screens for the NBA where it was real people from the house in the front row.
Well, that's NBA, but I'm talking about NFL. They had like some
cardboard cutouts.
They didn't even look real.
Okay, it was. I'll tell you that it was at the Chargers game.
Yeah.
And let me see if I can.
That's weird though. Like so what I'm wondering is the people that had to sit next to him.
That's the part. That part right there.
Like, how did they feel about that? And then was there like a hum from the battery? It being powered, was it plugged in? Did you have to step over the cord?
Did it move?
I wouldn't. That would be like randomly moving, but like they wouldn't get up and cheer. I don't know, man. I don't know. Jason, did you ask Big which victory was more impressive? No, I didn't, because we already know what it was. Grandiose. It was Cowboys over Giants, man. Let's stop it with that. AI job.
You see this coming up?
No, you're frozen, bro. At least to me, you are.
I am.
Oh. Yeah. But it's all good. Go check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, go check it out, and he'll have it up. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird to me. I would not want to sit next to someone or AI, dude. I'm telling you, we're at the cusp of the Terminator days. We're there.
Hey man, I know we got to keep going, but I want to ask: did they know the Sarah Connor and them? Are those some real people? Did we know something going into the movies? Because the way it's looking nowadays, everything they talked about Sarah Connor and them is real, dog.
It is real. We are there. We are there, sir. I'm telling you, I can't remember the name of the company made the Terminator or the chip or whatever, but yeah, we're there. Chat GPT, the creator, AI stuff. Yeah, we're there. With a Watson, we're there. IBM, we're there, man. We're there.
I mean, I thought Siri and Bixby were just cool features. Now I realize they've been stealing our data and intelligence to make their own artificial stuff, dog. Man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they gotta create AI. James Canida, he's back on the Bucks roster. Yes, you do. You create a player. Have you ever done that? I'm curious now. Thank you, Grandizer. Have you ever created yourself on Madden?
Yeah, like once I wasn't on Madden anymore, I did it for a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. My last Madden rating, I was so mad I wanted to go whip somebody ass. I was rated like 65, bro. I was so hot. I was like, that's the disrespect. And then you have students that go, "Hey, coach, man, I saw your rating back on Madden. You were trash. Like, boy, you can't tackle a 7th grade running back. Shut up."
That dude said 64.
Horrible.
That's horrible, man.
Hey, but I say this. I always like to say, hey, I can always say I was on a video game. And Jay, one of the best moments of parenting was we were at my cousin's house at MJ's house in Atlanta, and the kids were up there playing the game, and also my oldest at the time, he was probably like 8 years old. He ran down and said, "So, Daddy, there's a guy on the video game with our name, and he looks just like you. And his little cousin said, that is your daddy, dummy. And he's like, oh my God, my dad is on a video game. That was cool, dog. It was cool.
That's pretty dope, man. Look, Grandaz is coming through with it. They got at the Chargers game because there are hardly any Chargers fans in La La Land. They are still in San Diego.
True
They
that.
left him there.
True.
They left him there.
Yeah, Grandaz, it was the Chargers game. I said Rams because I knew it was out west, but to see them little crazy things, and I'm
That's
so
crazy.
sorry my screen didn't work for me to pull it up, but I'm gonna post it on the BGSC network
There you
X page. And I don't know if anybody still call it Twitter, but we'll have that up there. But Jay, let's get into your oh hell nah, because it's a damn good one.
Man, listen. Former Colorado University coach. Now, and I guess we can go ahead and call him former Michigan State University football coach.
He ain't been
Mel
fired yet.
Tucker. He ain't been fired yet. Shortly to be.
How you get fired on your day off?
Man, Coach Mel Tucker has been suspended without pay amid investigation into reported accusation of sexual harassment. Now, here's the thing. The sexual harassment, I don't want to get too far into it. But basically, what you got going on is this dude was having phone relations.
There it is. Good word. Great word. Phone relations
With a person, a female, who is not only a activist for
Me Too
rape,
movement.
Me Too and rape.
It's not funny.
Victims. It's not, but she's also a survivor herself. So this dude was having he was loving himself on the phone with her. It's like, bro, what are we doing?
Father God.
What are we doing? Bro, listen. You just got the job. You just
got paid. Just got paid, Jay. After the first season, you got a re-up.
Just got paid.
The man was, what is it, almost like $8 million a year?
Yes, $8 million a year in Michigan State. Listen, you don't have to do much in Michigan State right now. They get it. They're like, look, just right the ship. We're not looking for a championship. Just right
above 500 and get us to a bowl game.
Get us to a bowl game. Nah, man. Nah.
Hey, man.
On top of this, he's married, kids. It's just, dude.
I don't want to say this. I hope
Right.
none of my students are watching this.
Subscribe for the knowledge, stay for the personality. Thank you.
Jay Styles.
Hair scratcher. Yeah.
He had 8 million more ways he could have gone out and got. First and foremost, you married at home with a wife. Let it go. Love the one you're with.
Yeah.
Or go find somebody else to love.
There you go.
But why are you on the phone?
On the phone.
Stretching your leg out.
Stretching your leg out.
Yeah, why are you on the phone stretching your leg, dog?
Beating yourself up.
And then when they question you about it, you admit to it and say, oh, I thought it was consensual.
He didn't say I thought. It was consensual. We were on the phone for 38 minutes. Like, you're on the phone for 38 minutes, and that's what we're doing here. Like nothing. And I'm not, and look, these are accusations.
Right.
These are accusations.
They're
so
funny
I'm
accusations.
Which way.
We're laughing.
No.
Okay, I'm laughing. Jay Styles ain't laughing.
No, I'm laughing because, like, why this one? Why this one? I don't understand. And it is nothing about looks. It's just about that's not the right person. Like,
okay, should I even ask this? How does she look? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. She thick, but it's I just don't get it, man. Like that it's what she stands for and what she does this is not the person that you do this.
Okay, you're right.
to.
This not a person do that. But can I ask an unpopular question? Because you know me, I just got to ask.
This is Big Game Sports Buzz. Let's go.
I just ask an unpopular question.
Let's go. It's Big Game Sports Buzz. Oh, hell no. Let's do it.
Sexually harassing her. Why did she listen for 38 minutes? If it was a
There's
phone,
that
why
part.
did she not just hit the red button and hang up the call?
Boop, 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 boop. I don't know.
Because he could have been like, while he was stretching, he could have looked at him and go, oh, she ain't there no more.
But you know what? She could have been talking about, hey, you know, this is really good to talk about. Because they met by her coming and talking. She was invited to talk
Yeah,
to
she came in and talked to the football team, correct?
About sexual harassment.
So, hit the brakes, bro. You sexually harassed the lady that was brought in to talk to your team about not sexually harassing anybody.
Yes.
Hey, man, go on to the next subject. I can't do it. I can't. I'm about to lose it. Mel Tucker, oh, hell no. If I see you, I'm slapping your ass on sight. You need to get slapped. That's just, you about to throw away $9 million. You married. You got kids. You might mess up your relationship. But come on, bro. You talking about timing? Oh, my God, bro. That is.
And hey, let's not forget, Michigan State University has had issues when it comes to reporting sexual harassment. Dr. Naser was also an employee at Michigan State.
Let's not put them two together. Because one was raping gymnasts, the other one was just choking his chicken on the telephone.
But here's the problem, though. You know they're going to come down hard on this dude. No pun intended. But they're really... It was too easy. No pun intended. This is going off the rails. I'm just saying, though, man, like this is just why, Mel? Why? Do better. To know better is to do better. To do better
You're right, man.
is to be better.
And first and foremost, everybody know this.
Yeah.
I am not poking fun at sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, or anything of that nature. It's not funny. It's a very serious subject. I'm laughing at the decisions that some people make. That just makes no sense at all, that you would jeopardize an entire livelihood off of a dumb decision. So if anybody sees this and hears the light of the topic and think, oh, these guys are insensitive. No, we're not insensitive to this. I'm laughing because, excuse my Mel Tucker is a jackass. That's what I'm laughing at. That's what I'm laughing at. He's stupid. There's just so many different things in so many different ways. And this is the thing. Now, are any of us perfect, Jay? Hell no. We're not perfect, right? But when you're in a position to be a leader of young men that you're hoping to build into future leaders and people that, people of the community and everything else, you have to take yourself out of the current situation and try to look at what is this going to look like to my players? What is it going to look like to these young men that I'm leading every day? Now, all these people know none of us are perfect. We all have something that will cause us to fall to be weak, probably. But at the same time, you've got to examine and think about everything before you do it. At the end of the day, that's what oh hell nah is about. Oh hell nah, Mel Tucker, because you did not think about what you were going to do to hurt your own reputation and what it's going to do to these young men if you get fired and don't have a job anymore.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
I should play that intro again.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, but you know what it's time for, right?
Let's do it. What's it time for? That's right. It's time for Between the Lines, and first week of the season is behind us. It is finished. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share as well, and hit that bell so you know when BGSE Network podcasts are going on. Man, this week, Big Game, we saw a lot of different things this week. We saw a lot of different things this week. We saw, I believe, we saw a statement being made by one team, especially their defense. We saw some very, very mediocre play by some quote unquote top tier players, i.e., quarterbacks. We saw a major injury that no one wanted to see. I don't think anyone wanted to see that.
Let me say this, and I know I'm not going to speak for you because you're on here and you can say whatever you want to say. But even I know, as much as you talk crazy about Aaron Rodgers, you never want to see him hurt. You never want to see anybody hurt.
No.
And
no.
Let's just talk about it. And I know there's other things that happened in the NFL, but I don't think there's anything else that happened bigger this past week.
No.
The Jets went all in, put all their chips on the table, pushed it to the middle, and Aaron Rodgers gets hurt 4 plays into a game on Monday night and is gone for the season.
Yeah.
Can the Jets recover from this? Do they go find a veteran, or is Wilson their guy to play with that defense?
I think that's a tough call in this regard. He's been on your roster, 3 years now? I think this is his third season.
Year.
You still have Rodgers in the quarterback room after surgery, so you still have, that there. If you do bring in another quarterback, a veteran quarterback, the question is, who do you get
right
to fill in? I've heard names this week like Tannehill, in a trade. I've heard maybe you go for Jimmy G because apparently people in Oakland are already, Vegas are already like trashing him and saying he needs to go away.
He won the game for him on Sunday.
I know, man, but you know how Raiders fans are, bro.
And I'm gonna say this, y'all. I love Colin Kaepernick. Stop throwing Colin Kaepernick's name out there.
Yeah.
Kaepernick ain't
him and Cam Newton.
Yeah,
him and Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, keep doing your podcast with your ugly clothes and your crazy hairdo. You good, bro?
And your hats.
That's not. Yeah, you got a nice hat game. Quit.
No, and I'm actually tired of hearing Tom Brady's name. Like, he's done.
He's officially retired.
Let him go.
It's done.
So, are they done? Their defense will hold them, but will they make the playoffs is the question.
Did you see what Miami looked like? And I know it was the Chargers.
Yes.
If Tua does not get concussed, you gotta think seriously that the Dolphins have a chance to win that division because Josh Allen has showed he is going to still be Josh Allen, not take care of the ball and turn it over. So I'm not sold on the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen as their quarterback right now until I see him make better decisions. If
I said this,
he's healthy. Yeah, go ahead, finish because I didn't get.
I was gonna say no. You're right.
All the Cowboys cutting up.
Yeah. I said this yesterday on Cowboys Cutting Up was that Josh Allen has the same numbers as Dak Prescott, yet Josh Allen is held to a higher regard than Dak Prescott. Now you know how I feel about Dak Prescott. He's a quarterback you win with, not because of. Okay, Josh Allen throws. He's a turnover machine. He is a turnover machine. What helps him, what saves him a lot of times is not only his defense, but he has great playmakers on the edges for him and in the backfield. But if your line is not giving you enough time, if your defense isn't what it was, you start to see cracks in the armor, and that's what we're seeing now. That's definitely what we're seeing now. Tua, Miami definitely. And listen to this. I will also say, don't count out the Patriots.
I knew you were going to say that. The defense played better, but I think they still asking Mac Jones to throw the ball too many times. They're not going to win with him throwing the ball 50 times, bro. But Judon and that defense, though, I like the way they play. I do. You're right.
I'm not saying the Pats are back.
But you're saying you got to watch out for them. They're not going to be a pushover this year. I don't think. I think for that division, they'll compete this year.
Absolutely. I mean, you got what's his name? That's back. The OC. I couldn't remember his name yesterday either.
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien is back. So you got Bill O'Brien, who can call a game and who does well with
And
offense.
he's just not a head coach because he'll trade
not a
away
head
his number one wide receiver and bench his best quarterback.
Yeah, that's Bill. Bill Belichick does that well, and he's going to have the defense right, which he does. He grabs no-name guys, and as long as the quarterback doesn't make mistakes, he throws short passes. They've
Manage
got a
the
good
game,
tight
baby.
end. Manage the game. They got a good tight end, right? Oh, come on, and get a running game.
They added Juju Smith-Schuster, and there's another wide receiver they added too. That's not bad. They got 2 serviceable wide receivers to go along with to help Mac Jones out.
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean,
I agree with you on that.
So in that East, I'm not going to say it now. Like I said, give it 3 weeks. But after that 3rd week, if the Bills don't show better, you hear me say they're going to be 3rd in their division.
Wow. Can't argue that.
You hear me say that.
Because Brian Daboll leaving to get the head coaching job in New York, even though the Giants stunk it up against the Cowboys, that's because they addressed the offensive line, but they're young. And they played against, which I think is, I told someone this offseason, they thought I was crazy. I said, the Cowboys added Stephon Gilmore to go opposite of Diggs. Micah Parsons healthy. Lawrence gives you a little bit of play. Was it Hankerson, who they got from the Raiders that used to play at Ohio State? The Cowboys have a Super Bowl caliber defense if Dak Prescott does not turn the ball over. And the Giants saw that firsthand on Sunday night.
Yes.
They weren't ready.
This was crazy.
At all.
They put in the backups on defense, and they still didn't score. They put the backups in.
Well, Jay, this is the thing now with that Dallas defense, and Michael Parsons speaks on it all the time. And I'm a big Michael Parsons fan, bro. I love just his whole attitude of the game and his approach to the game. So when you have someone like Michael Parsons setting the standard of what that defense is going to be, even when those young guys, those backups come in, they're going to play a certain way. And it was like this when I was in Tampa. I knew especially early on, like my rookie year, it was like I was active like the first 3 games, and I didn't realize I had an active roster, inactive roster. You were like, yo, bro, I got a ball, because if I don't, they're going to make my ass inactive. And, they ain't never going to take Sap out the game. They ain't never going to take Chidi out the game. They ain't never going to sub me in. So, like, there was a standard. You had to play a certain way, or you weren't going to touch the field. So now being young or backup isn't an excuse. And when your backups buy into that and come in like next man up when I'm in for this series, dude, it's a beautiful thing. And the Cowboys didn't miss a beat. I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't drinking the Giants juice, but even that, the Cowboys looked 100 times better on the defensive side of the ball. Think about it. The offense had they had 8 total possessions or something like that in a game.
Yeah.
So they weren't tested at all. They don't know. We don't know what the offense is going to do. But if that defense plays that way, boy, you sure can lean on them a lot.
Oh man, lay on, whatever adjective or verb you want to use. That's what they definitely will need and will have to do. But when I look at that team and that defense, and we talk about, best defense in the league, you got to put Dallas at number 1, San Fran at number 2. Their defense showed against Pittsburgh, and I know Grandize was asking about which was a more impressive win, San Fran over Pitt or Dallas over Giants. And again, only
both teams dominated.
They did.
Both teams down. And McCaffrey, that's the thing. If McCaffrey stays healthy, they made Purdy's life easy.
They did. And Brandon Ayuk, oh my God. Look, you forgot about Debo. You forgot about Debo Samuels, who, a year, 2 years ago was like the man of the league. Like that was the dude.
Right.
And now it's like you got Christian McCaffrey, You got Brandon Ayuk, Brock Purdy is spreading the ball around. You got a defense that's just hungry. Yeah, it's one of those things, man, that you just love it for sure. I love that no one talks about the Dolphins. I don't want people talking about my team just like the Dolphins of the 1970s. We play hard fair, don't talk smack, and let our play on the field show the facts of our. I think, excuse me, people are talking about the Dolphins. I'll tell you about this, Grandizer, and I think this is really to be true. Everyone's holding their breath, and I said this yesterday. They're holding their breath for Tua, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have, I believe, arguably one of the best players in the game, excuse me, in Tyreek Hill. I think he's one of the best.
Most electrifying for sure.
Oh, for sure. I
For
mean,
sure.
it's the catch that he made in the touchdown at the end of the game. Oh my gosh. What he can do on the field is amazing. Tua can put the ball, he can get the ball down the field, right? It was a shootout. It was a great game. People are looking at Dolphins, but they're holding their breath because they don't want to go
Xavier
all
Howard
in.
was out and somebody else was out in Miami. I mean, they had a couple starters out.
Yeah,
And think about it. Jalen Ramsey's not even playing yet.
exactly. And so when he comes back in with about 4 or 5 weeks,
Yeah.
and listen, people are talking about Miami, but I think they're holding their breath because of Tua's health.
That's a fair
and his
assessment.
availability.
That's a fair assessment because you just don't know how healthy Tua's going to be. It is what it is, bro. You can't be mad at it. We understand it is what it is. That makes a lot of sense.
They're going to talk about him, especially when we talk about AFC East. It's kind of funny. I think people are talking more about how bad the Bills played and how the Patriots played against the Eagles. That's kind of overshadowing the great play that Miami did and they had.
But
so
I mean, you're right. But let's not forget, and we said this. Didn't we say the Jets have a top 5 defense?
Yep, we
Well,
did.
the Bills still had to play a damn good defense. Josh Allen just has to be smarter with the ball in games where he's facing a dominant type of defense. It is what it is.
First, look, he did not say that, Grandizer. He did not tell that Josh Sports Media guy, keep my name out your mouth. Don't act like a buster. He did not say that.
Grandizer is ad-libbing like a mug right now. I love it.
Whatever you have got in your glass, please make sure you send some this way. What about Kittle? Kittle's good. Kittle, whatever.
But Kittle wasn't even healthy that game. He played. It just didn't get I don't know. But the 49ers, man, I think that's going to be the team to reckon with in the NFC.
Yeah.
And until Dallas overcomes a top-ranked team like that, everyone's going to still question, can Dak get the job done? And that's just what it's going to be with your squad stock.
Week 6. Week 6 is going to be it. When we play San Fran, that's the game. Week 6. That, to me, that's the game you say, okay, it's put up or shut up.
And I know we got to get ready to go here, but I need to ask you this because A. Reed said it was no big deal. Joe Burrow gets a gigantic contract. Joe Burrow hurts his calf, doesn't play, comes back this game. 82 yards passing, the highest paid player in NFL history.
Yes.
Do you attribute this to the lack of preseason play, that there's nothing to worry about for Joe Burrow?
Yes, as I continue to say, first 3 weeks. Now, this happened last year with Cincinnati. First 2 weeks, and they came in. Dallas beat the brakes off of them.
Yeah.
And after that, they won
up.
8 straight. They won 8 straight. So there's a history there that they can.
Okay.
They can do it.
Let me ask you.
But yeah.
Did you see Myles Garrett doing the fake crossover and then just dog the center out?
Did I?
That was almost my old
watched
hell
every
no.
game. I watched every game.
I posted that on the page. I was like, oh, look at this.
Listen.
I was like, when you having fun at work.
Man, that part. Look, the defenses are showing out. They showed out this past weekend. And maybe it's just the fact that they actually played preseason. Because
Well,
most of the
defenses are normally ahead, Jay. It's normally faster to be
Yeah.
able to put in your defensive playbook and gel and get things going. It takes a little bit more time on offense. So generally, you will see the defense be a little bit ahead of the offense, unless it's like the Giants' defense. Them mother lovers still in training camp somewhere.
Look, Grand Isaac, look, okay. I will come on your show, man. I will, because I'm gonna say it like this. This is what Grand Isaac is saying. Tua threw deep last week. Yeah, a lot in the sports mainstream media keeps saying he has a weak arm. He can't throw deep. He just showed them he can throw deep and accurate too. He's had that the whole time. He did it at Bama.
That's why I got it. That's what got him drafted. That's why the Dolphins moved up to get him because of his capability. I don't think that's a question, Grandizer. I think the only question is
especially you put Tyreek Hill on the. You don't get Tyreek Hill thinking this guy can't throw down the field, because Tyreek Hill can run down the field and go get the ball. Throw it up, he'll go get it.
Right?
Yeah. So when you look at the players that they have, those are guys you throw the ball up as hard as you can and you go get it. And that's what he does. No, absolutely. Until had, a million yards, I don't know, like 300 yards or something like that. He had a lot of yards. So, no, I think some mainstream, they just, they talk about, was it Burrow's hands, right? Are too small. That's why he fumbled in the rain. That they're always going to find something.
Man,
Too small, hands too small.
The internet has given a million dumb people keys to the car to go cover a sport like an expert. I mean, nobody listen to that. Yeah.
Podcasters and Jason Whitlock. Anyway,
boy, don't get me started. I'll take another hour out of my life.
If I see him in the streets, and I hate that he's wearing a Cowboys jersey. I hate that.
Man, Jason Whitlock got me put on Twitter timeout back in the day. I went off on him, and Twitter put me in timeout for a minute. Like, you cannot say that. We have to let's freeze your account for 2 days. Like, calm down.
No.
I went in. It was something he said about Kobe Bryant, and Kobe was still alive at the time. But when I say he took me to a boiling point, I was like, if I ever see this fat dude, I'm gonna whip him.
I'm telling you,
we're gonna fight him. And I had to
realize, man, let it go. Straight to the back of his Achilles tendon, my punch will go. I'm kung fu grip. All right, man.
Sure.
Third time you on. Let's get to this. Listen, I'm Jay Stoggs, the Buff Nerd.
And I'm your boy, Big Game James. Thank y'all for tuning in. And like always, we appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell, and don't forget to drop those comments, man. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Hit that QR code. It'll take you to all those links. Until next time, fire the cannons!
How about them Cowboys?
Dope. It's a dope groove.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype?